just 18 years old and accused of murder. And the U.S. Marshals Service says Dreaun Young already has a criminal past. And it's their worry that if he's done it before, it's only a matter of time before he does it again. It was a hot summer day in August of last year in the heart of Washington, D.C. Children, families, cooling off with an ice cream when a callous crime struck a chord.
In broad daylight, in front of a lot of people.
4 shots, and it was over. A community scarred as a man just about to eat from the truck now lies dead in the street, and an alleged killer was on the run.
The hardest part is trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together.
Tony Gauze with the U.S. Marshals Service says they believe the man who pulled the trigger is Dreaun Young, a targeted act of violence they're still trying to figure out the motivation behind.
They had a conversation for quite some time, and the conversation turned hostile, and it was a little physical altercation between the two.
After Young allegedly fired the fatal shots, he took off and has been hiding out ever since.
The firearm is still out there, he's still out there, and that's a bad combination.
Young was a juvenile at the time, but has somehow been able to still fly under the radar. The marshals say he not only has ties to the D.C. Metro, but also to Baltimore and Howard counties. But the now 18-year-old could have also fled the state, possibly to New York City, where he has family.
Somebody, friends, family, someone helped him get possibly to New York if he's still not in this area. But even just to get around, somebody's helping him.
But no matter where he's hiding, the marshals say he still stands out, thanks to this distinctive scar on his right jawline.
Unless he grows a beard, it's hard to hide. Some things you can hide, some change, but some things you can't.
And the same goes for Young's actions, which the marshals say leave the communities he may be in more vulnerable. Every day, he remains on the streets. If he's not found soon, do you fear he'll pull the trigger again?
It's a possibility. It's a possibility. It's all about public safety. If it happened once, it's nothing to say that it may or may not happen again. But to make sure that that's not the case, we want to see him behind bars.
Take a good look again. Dreaun Young is 18 years old. He's seen here with short hair, but investigators say he may have grown that out. Again, though, his most distinctive feature is this scar right there, right below his lip on his right jawline. Now, while Young may have fled to the New York City area, he still has ties to D.C. and Baltimore. So if you have any idea where Dreaun Young can be found, please call the U.S. Marshals Service. Their number is right there. And as we've said throughout this entire story, investigators fear that Dreaun Young is armed and dangerous. And that's why they're offering up a nearly $36,000 reward for his successful capture and prosecution. Again, any tips that you provide can remain anonymous. I'm Dan Lamparello, Fox 45 News.